Well, all month long during our Mentor Monday campaign, we've recruited volunteer mentors to pair with college-bound students to give them support that they need to succeed. And our final story is a very special one. You're going to learn something that you probably didn't know about Eric Gordon, the outgoing superintendent of the Cleveland School District. Now, behind the scenes, he's been a caring mentor to many students who recently had a surprise for him. Christy Paul reports.
Well, hello, everyone.
This was far from the interview Eric Gordon was expecting.
You have been lovingly ambushed, Eric.
Yes.
Do you feel the love in it, I hope?
I do, but
The soon-to-be former CEO of Cleveland Metropolitan School District thought he was coming to Channel 3 to be interviewed for the Mentor Monday program, a program he and WKYC's Margaret Bernstein expanded so much so that in the last 4 years alone, almost 600 people stepped up to become mentors to CMSD students. This celebration evolved into a theme of, "This is your life, Eric Gordon."
We want you to really understand and absorb the difference that you've made. Martell Jackson, would you like to come up and say a few words?
Martell Jackson was 17 when he met Gordon. He was an East High School graduate who now holds 4 degrees and works at Case Western Reserve University. He says Gordon was instrumental to his growth.
He's provided me a lot of reassurance, a lot of guidance, and it uplifted me when I doubted myself throughout my life. And Eric spent countless nights helping me study for the OGT and gave me a tutor, and he gave me the hope and the insight to believe in myself so I could pass the test, and I eventually overcame my anxiety.
And the students just kept appearing. There's a 9th grade phenom, a student at John Hay High School, and a budding actress and philanthropist.
How you feel?
I'm afraid what's coming out next.
How about Logan Williams next?
No.
Logan!
Come here, kiddo.
The hugs and the tears are abundant, and so is the love and respect.
For me personally, I know, like, if I had any show and you could make it, you were there. If I had any award ceremony, you were there. You just really gave every student in CMSD a voice. Like, if we felt like we didn't have one, you were there at the parent meetings, you were there at the student meetings, you were there at any meeting. Then you're like the biggest mentor I've ever had. You're like a male version of Oprah, I guess.
I am a 2016 graduate of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District.
Another of Gordon's mentees is Matt Moody. He's busy in Texas working for a school district there before he reaches for his goal of coming back to Cleveland to take over Gordon's job someday.
I wanted to come on today to say thank you to Eric Gordon, and personally wanted to share a quote, one of my favorite quotes by Steven Spielberg, and that quote goes, "The delicate balance of mentoring someone is not creating them in your own image, but giving them the opportunity to create themselves." 7 years ago, in 2016, I stood on the stage of John Hay High School, and I turned around and I said, "With all due respect, Mr. Gordon, I will one day be gunning for your title. My ultimate goal in education is to become the superintendent CEO of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. With your mentorship, that still reigns true today. I appreciate you more than you know. I love you more than you know, and I can't wait to see you soon."
Lastly, Brendan Harvey, a graduate of John Hay High School and Baldwin Wallace University. He now works for CMSD. He says Eric Gordon saved his life, saved him from a hostile family situation, helped him get through college, and helped him when he was homeless.
You changed my life. You gave me a chance, even when I didn't think I had one. When I dreamed of going to New York, you were like, "Come on, let's get in the car, let's go." When I was having surgery, you were right there for me. When I had a dream, you kept believing in me. You treat everyone with that same pure love, and that's what I honor. Never let the world take away having a good heart.
Eric Gordon's legacy of mentoring is this: simply being present is the real gift.
Let people into your life. I mean, you know, all of these young people They're with me because we chose to be. The reason we're still together is because it's so much more than just that simple piece of graduating high school or navigating college. Those are complex enough, but you don't do it without forming truly loving relationships. And all you got to do is be there.
Christy Paul, 3 News.
Wow.
I watched that whole thing.
What
with
else do you
goosebumps.
say?
You can't help but
You,
like, just get
we need more Eric Gordons, and that piece showed us that the next Eric Gordon might come from Eric Gordon himself.
That's pretty cool.
And what I loved most about that is I always feel like you can feel how strong a relationship is when you see those people say hello or goodbye. They weren't doing it with handshakes, they were doing it with hugs. That's where you see real love, and that's what Eric Gordon has given. We heard from a few students. He's had thousands come through the school while he's there, and I'm sure he has many more relationships that we just didn't have time to get to. Wow.
We talk about planting seeds and the importance of how you plant those seeds.
Yeah, he's planted a lot of them.
And you water them, and you feed them, and you watch them grow, and he's done exactly that.
Incredible. What a great story. Christy, thank you. And Eric, thank you. You're irreplaceable. Thank you.
Absolutely.